Are you a woman in business? Are you looking to join the growing ranks of female entrepreneurs taking over the world? You've come to the right place. On Babes in Business, we'll be covering all things business from the female perspective and giving you the tools to empower you on your journey. So now, let's get ready to be empowered on Babes in Business. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another Babes in Business. I am your host, Michelle Dempsey. Can't believe we are now approaching February. It's a full month into the year of 2017, and it has been a great year. Thank you so much to Kaisa and Adrian from the Fit Shop, North Miami Beach and Fort Lauderdale. They were here with me last week. They brought a lot of energy. They have inspired me to get back to the gym. I'm very excited about that. I haven't gotten there yet, but I will. But tonight, I have the queen of real estate. She is the self-proclaimed niche marketing guru when it comes to finding your audience, your target market when it comes to selling homes. She's Michelle B. Belisari, and I am so excited to have you here.
I am so happy to be here. I know we've been trying to do this for a while, and
Yes.
I'm tickled pink.
Tickled pink like those
here.
lips. Yes.
Yes, of course. Right? So thank you for inviting me.
Of course. Thanks so much for being here.
I won.
You won. Back in August, I met Michelle at an event that I was speaking at, and I had raffled a spot on the show.
Yeah.
Not raffled, giveaway.
Yeah, it was very nice.
That's when I was back. I was promoting the show when it first started, and you won, and now here we are 6-7 months later.
Yeah, but, timing's everything.
It totally is.
Right?
Well, now the timing is perfect for you to be here because you and I just had the most amazing conversation about what you're bringing to the table as a realtor, information for me, myself, as I'm selling my own home. And, the market's hot right now, so you're rocking it.
Yeah,
So
it's
tell us
hot.
a little bit about you, your business, where you're working.
Well, I've been in real estate since 2003, if you can believe that. And
Does that make you a lifer at that point?
I think I'm a lifer in general. Like I'm a Boca lifer at this point. I've been here since I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah. I went to Boca High. Had a crush on my husband at Boca High. So, we ended up
Is he a
getting
high
married.
school sweetheart?
No, I just
He's a
kind of
post-high
from
school
afar.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
That's really cute.
yes. And so, I had a interesting career because I actually did consumer health products for a long time, and had niche markets that I did, like Listerine, Lubriderm, Tux, Benadryl, Schick, and then was pharmaceutical sales and women's health. So I've always had like these niche scenarios going on.
Right.
And then
So then you knew early on that it's much better to have a niche than
yeah.
trying to cast a wide net.
I really do.
Very important lesson to learn in business.
Very important. And it's better to be, a big fish in a small pond.
100%.
Yeah,
High five. I say that all the time. People
high
think I'm
five.
nuts.
Yeah, no, I think it's fantastic, and I think people are afraid of missing out. It's kind of like FOMO, which we were talking about earlier, which is fear of missing
Queen of
out.
FOMO,
Yeah,
right here.
I think we all are.
At every party.
Yeah, right. Oh, I didn't get my invite. But at the end of the day, having a niche and being the expert and being the authority in not just one thing, you can do it in a couple of things if they overlap, is fantastic. And it gives you, I think, financial freedom, which I think is huge. And I am, I'm a young baby boomer, so these are things that weigh on my mind. And I'm an empty nester. And it really makes good sense to be an expert in something that you love. Not that don't do it if you don't really love it and you're not passionate about it. And so, when the market started to do that tango, I got out of the business for a while.
You mean that free fall?
Yes.
Tango. You make it sound so nice.
Well, I was
it was
trying
a
to
free
be gentle.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
well.
it's okay. We're transparent here in
Okay,
Babes
so
in
that
Business.
crapola market that we had, I say it's the R word, the recession. But at the end of the day, I had to pivot, as many real estate agents did, and a lot of them got out of the business.
Now that because that took place now 10 years ago and I was in my early 20s.
Right.
It didn't mean anything to
No.
me. I wasn't a parent yet. I didn't have a business yet. But I think about now, if we were to head in that direction again, I think about, I have so many friends who are realtors and people who work in mortgages.
Yeah.
How that affected you guys, I don't know. I mean, you are one brave
It
soul
was
for
a
making it through.
game changer. And if I cannot say this enough, There's no shame if you had to short sale your house. There's no shame if you went through a foreclosure. People lost so much.
Yeah.
And kudos to anyone who has made that a life lesson, a learning lesson, as hard as it has been. And it was tough, and rebuilt and pivoted. And that's basically what I did at 50.
That's amazing.
Which was not easy, but I look back now and I'm like, wow, all of these things that happened.
Take that,
were not
millennials.
Easy. Yeah, millennials.
Yeah. I'm not a millennial anymore, so I'm like,
aren't you happy?
yeah.
No, I love my millennials.
Love
I
you
have a couple of
guys.
them watching me tonight, so love you girls. But yeah, and so once I kind of got my footing back and my confidence back, I started segueing into what can I do next and what's going to work for Michelle. And
That Michelle, not this Michelle.
yeah, this Michelle. Well, yeah. and that's what I did. I just went
Balls to the wall.
balls to the wall.
Yes.
And I did.
So Michelle is a realtor, obviously. Where are
Yeah.
you working? Where are you selling these homes? What
Okay.
company are you under?
So I'm here in Boca, and I'm very active in Boca. I'm in Rotary and Seroptimist, and active with the Alzheimer's Association. I live right around the corner here in close to downtown Boca, which I adore and promote frequently.
Yes.
And
You also just told me you're never leaving. You will die
I'm
in
never
downtown
leaving.
Boca.
I say, I'll probably die, on a bar stool, probably at one of the new fancy fun places going on,
Tansy's, yeah.
or something. But as far as real estate, I'm with Remax Services, which is I just have a fantastic support system there. I adore my broker and the Remax Services family. I'm very fortunate. I've been there since 2012. And I literally have the benefit of being here so long and being a sales rep for so long. I can work in Broward and Palm Beach County. So that gives me a little leg up. I list a lot of property and I work with buyers as well, more so by referral. But my whole business is almost 100% referral based. So
That's amazing.
condos, single family homes, luxury. And then I have these niche markets of working with probate trust estates and seniors and boomers that need to downsize. And that's what I do.
I love, and you know what that screams to me as a serious empath? You are a woman of heart, because those are not one and done cash deals out the door and you've made a new commission. Those take time and a lot of nurturing.
Yeah.
And that in itself speaks volumes for how you do your business.
Well, I appreciate that. And, one of the things that's interesting, I went through probate when my mother passed away. And quite honestly, it was a miserable experience. And I worked on two sides of probate with buyers, with agents that didn't understand the process. And, it was difficult. So I made it my mission to learn it and understand it. And what I saw was the average age ended up being seniors and older boomers, and maybe one family member had Alzheimer's and one passed away. And the overhead for a home is a lot. It's not just about, even if there wasn't a mortgage, and also too the isolation of a family member at home. So a lot of times I start talking to the adult children who want to kind of vet me, and usually a referral from an attorney or financial planner or a move manager or someone like that. And then we work as a team. So it's really more of a team effort. I'm the quarterback. And I make sure one call handles it all. It's like hashtag one call handles it all. That's
I've seen that
me.
on your marketing. I love that.
That's who I am. One call. And my family will tell you this is always by my head. I take client calls as much as I can without it going to voicemail. I enjoy that. I pride myself on being very available to my clients. And I think, what's really nice is I have 41 testimonials on Zillow, which is a pretty huge amount, but they're all from the heart. And it's exactly how everybody gets the same treatment.
Right.
And I do from Century Village up to, high end. I had a listing last year with someone who moved into a very high-end independent living here in Boca. She just wanted someone to hold her hand through the process.
Of course. It's just, you know what? I'm a relatively young, knowledgeable person, but I'm in the process of selling my home. And my realtor, Tiffany, I love you, is patient and kind, and she's getting questions all times of day.
Yeah.
I don't understand the process.
And
you
why
know?
would you?
Right. And so I think, again, you're doing what you love from the heart. That's the most important way to do it, and that's how you are successful. I believe in that. We're about to go to break, but please tell everyone where they can find you should they want to work with you.
If you would like to work with me, you can find me in a variety of places. You can find me on Facebook, the Belisari Real Estate Group. You can find me on Instagram, Michelle Bee Boca. You can pretty much just Google my name, Michelle Belisari, and you can find me. The Niche Witch, you can find me there. There's quite a few places.
She is the bee of Boca, and by bee we mean she's buzzing all over the place.
The Buzz with Michelle B. I have lots of Facebook Lives promoting our fun businesses, especially in the downtown.
You're awesome. Your personality radiates, and I think that in itself is who wants to work with a boring old...
I get to mirror your personality because it's fun.
Oh, well.
So there you go.
I love that. Okay. We're falling in love here on Babes in Business. Stay tuned for more love after the break. We'll see you soon. Thank you for listening to Babes in Business. And let me tell you, if you're looking for a lawyer, I've got the guy for you. The show is brought to you by the Dempsey Law Firm, PA, a civil litigation boutique specializing in personal injury and wills, trust, and estate planning. The firm founder and attorney, Elliot Dempsey, serves clients across South Florida for issues ranging from auto accidents and slip and falls to your basic will or trust to protect your loved ones. We've all got loved ones, so he's the right guy to call for it. The Dempsey Law Firm can be found online at www.thedempseylaw.com or call him by phone at 954-667-8120. Tell him Michelle sent you. And don't forget, change is the law of life. Thank you for listening to Babes in Business. I am your number one babe in business, your host, Michelle Dempsey of Very Well Written, the business I founded to help other entrepreneurs get their businesses off the ground with great content, strategy, branding, social media, editing, and anything in the way of words. I've got you covered, www.michelledempsey.com, or you can call me at 305-469-7500. Don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock to join me and a fellow babe in business talk all things business. Can't wait to see you there. Are you feeling empowered to be a babe in business? Just when you thought you had all the secrets, I'm getting ready to share some more. We'll see you there on Babes in Business. We're back with the women. The real women.
If you only knew
the
the
real
buzz
housewives
going on here.
The Real Housewives of Babes in Business.
Yeah,
I'm
there
your
you go.
host, Michelle Dempsey, here with the bee of Boca, Michelle Belisari. She's selling real estate all over the place, but mostly in the Boca area, and she is known for helping elderly people transition into assisted living facilities, downsizing when it comes time to downsize, handling probate cases. So she really can do it all. She's not just your average realtor. And I'm so excited you're here because you're really
thank you.
imparting some wisdom on us. You've got all these papers.
Oh, I've made
What
tons
is it you want to
I
tell me?
over-prepare. It's the Aries in me.
Oh,
What can
I
I
love
tell you?
it.
No, I was, one of the things I'm going to be doing this year is launching a program for women realtors and also women in business on how to find your niche. Niche is hard. I like niche. How to find your niche.
I'm not in France.
And how to and how to grow your business and not be afraid of having a niche or niche market and running with it.
Yes.
And I think too many of us are afraid we're missing out, like we were talking about earlier. And so, like, I put a blog post up today at michelleb.com, which talks a little bit about how do you decide on what niche to run with? Like, and what are some tips? Like, what groups do you go to? I see people running around doing networking. I'm scaled back on networking because I'm very focused on smaller masterminds.
Right.
Influential people outside of my
come
area.
to one of my masterminds.
I would like to.
Okay,
I'd
Monday
love
night.
to.
Okay.
Yes, I'd like to do that. I saw that. And also understanding social media. And because I am a younger baby boomer, I see my baby boomer counterparts not embracing social media for a variety of reasons, which we were talking about earlier. And so one of the things that I talk about, whether you like them or not, I always say thank God for the Kardashians because they basically taught us all how to really use social media to a level that none of us would have. And of course, blending and highlighting our makeup.
Contour.
But, yeah,
It's all about
contouring.
the
Yeah,
contour.
which is good.
Yeah.
Thank God for
It's
that.
very important.
So important. But I always go back and people go, well, I don't get why they're famous. And I'm like, well, here's what they have done. They've actually niched
They made themselves famous for nothing, which is, you
but
can
they
love them
actually
or
have-
hate them.
yes,
That's amazing.
That's what I say. And they actually have niches. If you think about it, you've got Chloe has a niche, which is now all health and fitness. You've got.
Have you seen Revenge Body?
Not yet.
She's amazing. She's my favorite one.
I like her a lot.
I love her.
Yeah,
Really
kind
real.
of like Kim. I missed her when she was not on social media. But they all have niches that they have very successfully brought along. So even if you don't like them, you can look at that and go, okay, how can I do that in my business? What is going to make me stand out?
Right.
What content should I be using? What little shock things should I be doing? How do I become the go-to? Like I've become the go-to for probate properties and seniors that are downsizing and adding divorce into that because it's all transitional scenarios.
Right.
And again, we talked a little bit about people going through a grief situation, which is very challenging, and or the long goodbye or both. And so it's more so like, how do you take all these little moving pieces and apply it to yourself?
So, I own a marketing business,
Yeah.
and that has sort of become my thing is helping people, the doctor that wants to capture everyone. Well, who's really walking through your door?
Exactly.
So for me, I've done the same. My niche found me. I got lucky in that sense. And I remember when I was building my website, my good friend who did it for me said, we are going to make this appeal to one person,
Right.
one avatar. And I was
Yeah.
like, what? I need to make money.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize my niche had already found me. So
Right.
now I do the same thing. I really come in and I'm like, you have to put the blinders on, like the racehorses, and just focus on that one finish line because everything else will distract you.
Right, exactly. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole and, and bright and shiny. And again, if you can find a niche or a niche finds you and you're passionate about it, not only can it be profitable, because at the end of the day, and I say this over and over again, we are in business because we need to support our families and to make a living. We're not nonprofits per se, and I support a lot of nonprofits, but at the end of the day, we still have to make a living, and you have to decide what level works for you. But I also found that having joy and freedom
I was going to bring
of
that
time
point. Yes. Well, that's the thing.
is major.
If you're an entrepreneur in any capacity, or you run your own business, or you're doing your own thing, the most important thing is that you love it because you're going to be working really hard.
Yeah.
So don't niche yourself with
Work my
people
ass
that are
off.
going to annoy you or with clients that you have no emotional
Right.
connection to.
Exactly.
There is some part of you that feels emotionally tied to helping
Oh, yeah.
those who need the hand-holding.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas many realtors are like, no way. So
Yeah.
the thing that appeals to you most is what's going to give you the most joy.
I agree.
And, the most powerful thing for me was the day that I turned away a client that I
Mm-hmm.
knew totally didn't fit my scope of who I worked with and how I like to
Yeah.
work. And that's the most empowering
No
thing
is
of all.
a verb. And we are so ingrained as women to say, yes, of course I'll no. And my friends, and you know who
Such
you
a
are out
release
there.
to say that word no.
I say I am a committee of one, even though I'm a team player. I'm a committee of one because I just want to get it done.
Yeah.
And I will get it done. I just don't necessarily have the brain capacity to sit there because I also have a lot going on in my head. I'm thinking about business all the time. I eat, sleep, drink, real estate. My girls, Kylie and Allie, I give them a lot of credit because I
met
had to spend a lot of
Kylie,
time.
you're a sweetheart.
my
Beautiful.
blogger. Well, one's a blogger, travel blogger.
So
oh my,
you
it's
had come
Kai.
with her that day?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
why we went, is to kind of learn blogging. And it turned out that
Call
this Fort
me,
Lauderdale
girl.
bloggers group
I
is
wanna hear how she's
fantastic.
doing.
She's doing great. Well, she was nominated. Travel Blog was nominated.
Oh,
Yes,
for
and
the-
we've met the nicest people through Fort Lauderdale Blogger and the Blogger Union in Miami, right?
Yeah. I don't go to
Fantastic.
Miami, but the FTL girls, those are my peeps.
Fantastic.
And boys, you know
Yeah.
who you are.
No, it's really, if you want
Let's do
to
a shout
that.
out.
Who should we shout
Christina
out to?
Nicholson. We were just talking about
love
you.
her.
Love you.
Yeah, she's
Holly
the
from the
best, and I
Blogger
love
Union.
Holly.
Love you. Megan Heward, who I met at Megan. Evan Snow, you
The
rock.
the two Heathers.
The two
I call them
Heathers.
the two Heathers.
yeah. So there's a
so
lot
it's
of a lot
good.
of greatness. But anyway,
Yes, a lot of
I want to
greatness.
talk to you
Yes.
about, we're in uncertain times, right?
Yeah.
Politically. So nobody, whatever your stance is, I don't want to talk about that.
No, I won't talk about it anyway.
But I want to know, like, people want to know what is going to happen to the housing market. Can we feel safe? Should we all run to the nearest realtor and list our homes? Like, what's going on?
I don't have a crystal ball.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of real estate, and I'm a big believer in real estate. Do I think everyone can buy a home? No. I was a first-time home buyer specialist for a long time. I do see people that just are not ready. Mm-hmm. They're not ready either financially or maturity-wise. They're not ready,
right.
Because maybe they want to buy the home, they go FHA, but they don't have money to fix it up. God forbid there's a leak, or something.
It's a big responsibility.
There's talk about, interest rates going up, but we have to, common sense prevails. What does that mean? Well, they're historically low. So even if they go up, they're still historically low. So I wouldn't be concerned about that so much. I think if you are able to move and ready to move and you want to move, then move. The inventory levels are, about 5 to 5.6 months. If you overprice your home, you are going to sit on it.
Oh, well, that's standard.
Yeah, but I got to tell
I've watched enough $1 million listing to know.
Oh, I'm just saying that out loud. If you overprice your home.
Do you watch $1 Million Listing?
Yeah, I do.
Which is your favorite city?
I actually think I loved Miami more so because I like
the area.
Miami and the area. And we do have some good realtors from that show that live in this area. They're great realtors.
Do you know Sam DiBianchi?
No,
Loved
we're
her.
friends on Facebook and Instagram, and I admire her greatly. I think
Loved
she's fantastic.
her little attitude.
I thought she was
spitfire.
great. She's
but
fantastic.
I want to know
The first lady of $1 Million Listing.
So my favorite is LA, I think.
I like LA.
The real estate there is ridiculous. I'm from New York,
sick.
so I'm used to that.
Yeah.
But if you had to be a Josh or what are the brother? Which one are you?
Oh my God.
There's Josh Altman. There's Josh Flagg.
I like Flagg.
I love Flagg. I was hoping you were going to say that.
Flagg. I love Flagg a lot.
You know why you like him? Because his niche is the senior market.
Oh, I loved his grandma.
I did too.
She was an amazing human being, and I just adored. Oh my God. I mean, she was amazing.
Is this ridiculous that we're talking about?
Well, but that's the fun stuff.
You've got 3 minutes left. Give us what you want to give us.
Okay, so Michelle B., that's who I am. Real estate here in South Florida, speaker, blogger.
You've got stuff coming up.
Love to talk to real estate agents on how to make their business pop through niche marketing. I'll fly anywhere. I have flight benefits, folks, so I can fly to your events and real estate associations. Bare Naked Real Estate Consulting. That is what I'm launching in April.
Sounds
it was
naughty.
What I did before, baby.
Sounds naughty.
When I had my first, bare naked, all the nakedness about the real estate market. Michelle B. will have the buzz on that.
I want to hear about your Alzheimer's luncheon because you are.
Thank you.
She is a charitable woman, and I love that.
Thank you. March 10th, the Promise Garden Alzheimer's luncheon is going to be at Boca West. We have sponsorships. We have quarter page ads, half page ads, full page ads. We do have some vendor tables if you'd like to
Are you on the board?
Connect with us. I'm on the committee for it. Yeah. And this is my third year, and big shout out to my girl, Pam Polani, who started the Boca Walk, who's the chair of this luncheon. Pam. I adore her. She's
a babe in business.
She's my sister. And we all we want to do is raise money because we do not have a survivor's tent. We need a survivor's tent, and we do not have one. I also, work with hospice on some other events as well. Hospice by the Sea here in Boca, which I adore. And, it's all about giving back and saying what you do and doing what you say. That's it.
You are. I'm so happy you came here. This is great energy. Did you feel it?
I'm so happy I came
I really
here,
loved
and
it.
I hope to come back someday.
She's moving real estate. She's touching hearts. She's out there caring about the people around her. That's my kind of woman. You are a true babe in business.
Thank you, doll.
We have a few seconds left. I got to shout out the Eco Baby Expo coming up February 11th. I am a sponsor, and so is Publix. I get my name Next to Publix, you guys.
Where shopping is a pleasure, my friend.
Always. And working with Michelle Dempsey is a pleasure for all your content marketing needs. Who would have known? But shout out to Heather Duncan and Candace Riley, who are coming to see me next week, just a few days before the big event. They are the people, the brains behind the whole expo. I'm excited. I'll be sponsoring. I'm also going to be speaking twice that day. So if you can come check me out, I'd love that. ecobabyexpo.com.
Where's it going to be at?
It's at the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center.
Fabulous.
My Women in Power Expo home. It's like old stomping
that was
grounds.
fun.
Thrilled. I'm so excited about that because it's going to be bringing together a lot of moms and new moms and expectant moms from
I'm an old
all
mom.
walks of life. Doesn't matter. I think, there's a whole new movement in the mom community now, and a lot of that is organic and green. I am not that. So you might want to come see what I'm talking about. I kind of, I was the mom who was going to do all these things until I became a mom and realized what worked for me.
You don't even want to know what we used to do with our kids.
Oh, my mom even said to me the other day, I don't think I had a car seat for you growing up. And now it's like my daughter has to be like triple strapped in and facing this way. And it's...
Please, thank God I sold Benadryl. That's all I'm going to say. My kids are 26 and 21. They turned out fine.
Turned out fine. I know one of them.
Teething was like an alcoholic situation.
Yeah.
That was fun.
God, the good old days.
Back in the day.
Speaking
You
of
could get
alcohol,
away with a lot.
So I'll be at the Eco Baby Expo. I've got a lot of fun stuff coming up with ProFems, my new group that I've started with my business partner, Melinda Grimaldi, to bring together professional women from all different industries to network, learn, grow, and feel empowered. Check out profems.com or visit me at michelledempsey.com. I am your content marketing queen. So glad you joined us. Michelle, you are the queen of real estate.
Thank you. And you are the queen of marketing.
Have a great night,
fantastic.
everyone. Keep it smart, keep it sassy, keep it successful, and keep being a babe in business. We'll see you next week. Like they say, all good things must come to an end. But the good news is we'll be back next week with more tips, more secrets, and more strategies to empower you on your business babe journey. Did you like something you heard today, or would you like to join us on the show? Please contact me now at 305-469-7500 or visit me on the web at www.michelledempsey.com. I look forward to connecting with you and helping you become a babe in business.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station.